Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Valentine's Day and happy Family Day for to the Canadians, and also happy President's Day to those in the United States. So we have a long weekend here. The market is closed on Monday, and the market will reopen on Tuesday. So I have some important videos here that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention here. One of them is a gold on silver and gold. And without much ado, I'll go straight to the videos here, and then we'll get into the nitty gritties of things right away. So here, the first one is silver. So silver has had this monster run, and we got that sell off last month, and so far it's been consolidating within this range. And the big question is that where is silver going next? Are we going to push up, or are we going to sell off, right? So far with silver, this is what I see here with silver. Silver, I'm seeing what looks like a bear flag, right? But that bear flag has not been confirmed yet. Also, I also see an inverse head and shoulders, a small inverse head and shoulders forming here. So I'll go show you what I mean by bear flag. So a bear flag here looks like this. So you have this is your flagpole, and this area here is the flag. You see this? This area here is the flag. Where over here is a flag. So we can say all this area here is a flag. So price can move in this direction and continue doing this and consolidate here until finally it breaks below here. So if it breaks below here, then we are going to get the confirmation of the break of the bear flag, right? So that bear flag will be broken to the downside. However, if we get price all of a sudden negate the bear flag, we need it to clear this level, which is $93. So above $93, then break and hold of $93 will mean that we have negated the bear flag. But however, if it doesn't do that and it sells, then we are going to get a break of the bear flag to the downside. And then the next target will be here. We can get silver to go as low as 54, and then even lower to 49. So the place where I'm looking to buy silver, if it really goes to that place after the break of the bear flag, is I'll take you guys back to the monthly time frame to show you where things are at. So here, if you got the monthly time frame, so you see here, this is the highs of 1980 and then the highs of 2011. When you connect those two highs, you are going to get this zone here at around $50 or $49 and some change, right? So that's a place where if price comes there and holds that area, because that was the breakout zone, right? So the breakout zone for silver when it did that parabolic move started here at the $50 level. So if we come there, that previous resistance level or resistance zone or supply zone is going to now act as demand zone, whereby buyers can step in and buy. So that's the place where I'm going to load the boat on silver if it comes there, right? Okay, so let's look at the alternative setup here. The alternative setup is that what if it's not the bear flag, right? So the first option is a bear flag. Second option is a minor inverse head and shoulders, right? So this is a minor inverse head and shoulders here. I'll show you here. This is the minor inverse head and shoulders. So you have here your head, your left shoulder, and your right shoulder, right? So then that's this is more like a bullish reversal pattern. Then we go up, right? So we shall see what happens in the coming week here if silver is able to clear this 9 EMA, this two blue line, and push up, right? That's going to show that okay, they have intent to push this up, but most importantly, we need to clear $93 level, break and hold. If you break and hold $93, then definitely we are going to get silver to go back to all-time highs again, right? But for now, it is in a bear flag formation, and is going to determine how far we go. And so far, we've seen that after this big parabolic run that we've had in silver and gold, we see that silver and gold are now trading like the stock market, right? So when the stock market is down, silver and gold are down. When the stock market is up, silver and gold are up. So right now, we don't really know which ones are the safe haven assets, but when all is said and done, silver and gold are still going to be safe haven assets, especially gold, right? Because when folks are not trusting fiat currency, they gravitate towards gold. And we've been seeing here that China have been selling their US treasuries. I'm going to go into that shortly. So as a trader, as an options trader, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be looking at this closely. So this is the SLV silver ETF chart. This is a daily chart. And we can see here that we have this trend line here. So far, silver has been holding there. So as long as we don't break below this trend line here, the bottom one, then it means that we are going to continue consolidating until we decide whether to break up to the upside or to break down, right? A break below this trend line, this down trend line here, will mean that we are heading to here, which is the 100 SMA, and we can head even to lower areas at the 49 level. Okay. However, if we break above it, then we are going to push up to the upper targets, right? So it's either it holds this support and buy, step in and push it up, and we get the breakout, or we get the breakdown. So this is your flagpole, and this is your flag. So this is a classic bear flag. So we can consolidate here for some time before it's going to break out to the downside. Okay. All right. So now let's go to gold. So gold is actually more bullish here, has a more bullish chart than silver. Okay. So if you look at gold, right? Gold has, after the big sell-off, right? Gold has worked its way up and is trading above the moving averages, which is a huge milestone. So what gold needs to do is that gold needs to break above 5,125. If it breaks above this resistance level, it's going to push up and get to this area. Next target is going to be here, this area, and then this major target is going to be here, and then we can look at the all-time highs, retesting of the previous all-time highs. However, if gold breaks below this mini upsloping trend line, then we are going to come down, and it's also, so we still have you can still call this a bear flag. If you look at this is a bear flag, so this is your flagpole, and this area here is still your flag. So if we break below it, we are still in the bear flag region, and we shall see how that happens. But as you can see here, you can see that gold has been holding the 100 SMA for all this time. So as long as it doesn't break below the 100 SMA, that means that it has room to bounce here. So for gold, in terms of, if I compare the two charts of silver and gold, I would say that gold chart is looking more bullish than silver, and gold still has work to do. It needs to clear this area, right? This zone here. If you can clear this zone, then gold will be off to the races, and it can squeeze to all-time highs, right? So that's the key thing. Also, we've seen China. China is selling US treasuries. We've seen it. As of 2011, they had 29%. Now it's down to 7%, and they keep on selling in record numbers, right? So they are dumping US bonds and investing it in gold, right? So, which is an important thing. So we should take note of that and see what happens here. But I think that based on the chart, I see that gold is looking more bullish than silver. Okay. But they tend to move together. So as a trader, I'm going to look at so if you look at gold chart here on the GLD, which is the ETF for gold, you can see that we have this pennant here. It's like a bullish pennant here. So if we can, so usually what happens is that price is going to trade in between this, is going to go up and down until it gets to the tip, right? Over here. And then once it gets here, it has to decide whether to blast through or to sell off, right? But we shall see how that plays out. But this looks like it might, if they're able to blast through above 467, we are going to look to get like call options and ride this to the upside to the gap fill, and then ultimately to the previous all-time high. So I'm going to look at this closely next week here to see what gold does. But gold's chart looks more healthier in terms of in a bullish way compared to that of this silver. So yeah, so I hope this helps. I gotta go now. I just wanted to put this here out there to give you guys some kind of insights onto where price is heading for gold and silver, so that you guys can take advantage in the upcoming week once the trades trigger. Okay, so have a great long weekend. We'll see you guys live in the YouTube live on Monday nights. Have a good one. Take care now. Bye bye.